Hey, and welcome back. My name's Claire, if you're new around here, returning viewers. Hey, great to have you here. So I've just dropped the boys off at first day back at school, and I have seen loads of people saying it, and I feel like it definitely feels true that this officially feels like the first day of the new year. You know, I'm back at work now, the boys are back at school. It feels like it's time to get on and get started on this new year. So I've got so much to do today, list as long as you know what. I've got, well, a few things on my list. Sorting out, like, it's all decluttering. I've got so much I need to declutter. I always feel like you need to sort of try and be a bit more organized going into the new year because my life is just always chaotic. So decluttering in terms of checking out my subscriptions. I've got a few things I need to get off. I get caught out every year on something, which is where I think you need a diary and you need to write down these things you subscribe to. I've just paid, I think it was only £35 this year. Last year it was £100 subscription, which I was really peeved off about. Something that you sign up to, then don't use, and don't realise that it's on auto subscribe. So you pay for a year, and then the next year they take another payment. And we got stuck on, it was a Nintendo family membership because the boys used to have, well, they've still got them, but they don't use them, Switches. So obviously I emailed them, but being a digital product, the second that money's gone out, they won't return it, even though nothing on it has been used for the last year anyway. So yeah, got caught out on that one. So I need to go through and cancel a few subscriptions. So I would advise you do the same. Don't get caught out, because last year, like I say, it was actually a subscription for work that again I signed up for, I used for a little while, then I didn't really use it, and I think it was like £99 that went out. I emailed them the second I saw that payment had gone, but they're like, no, it's a digital product, non-refundable. So happy using it, why don't you use it and make the most of it? I'm like, well, I haven't used it for the last year, so I don't really want it, but thanks for that anyway. Yeah, so check those and don't get caught out. I've got a couple of other subscriptions like Disney Plus. I subscribed a couple of months ago because we wanted to watch Rivals, purely to watch Rivals, and it was fully my intention to get rid of it afterwards, which I haven't done yet. So yeah, things like that. I've also got a list of work things. I need to refresh my work website, do some promotional posts and social media posts. As you guys know, I'm a nail tech. I have just employed a member of staff, so working on promoting her is something I need to do. There's always so much more goes into my work than people think. They think I just rock up and do some nails, but it takes a lot in the background and a lot of promoting, a lot of social media. There's just loads to it. Anyway, need to clean the bathrooms, need to clean the rest of the house. Honestly, so much stuff to do. When I say, I was just saying to one of the mums when I just dropped the boys off, like, I'm saying, yeah, I've got a day off today. I mean, what I mean is I'm at home, really haven't got a day off. I've probably got more to do than I do in a day when I'm at work. But anyway, first things first, let's make some breakfast. So I've got a really exciting product to share with you today. Those of you who have been following me for a while will know how much I love Cosori products. I've worked with the brand before and they've just sent me one of their newest products, which I'm really excited to show you. I use their air fryer all the time, and I also have their pressure cooker. I couldn't recommend their products highly enough. So I've just got these Cosori Smart Nutrition Scales, which I'm going to open up and I am going to show you. Now, I've seen these online, and I'm really, really excited that they sent me some to try and to share with you guys, because these scales are amazing. Now, we all need a set of scales in our kitchen. I think you'll agree. Following Slimming World, following whatever diet plan you are following, weighing and measuring is quite important, isn't it? So I've got these scales. Look at them. Beautiful, beautiful scales. I'm going to have to look at the quick start guide. Oh, I've just pulled the tab out of the battery, and as you can see, it is switched on. So you've got this digital screen here. And what these scales do, when you connect them with the app, there's an app you can download on your phone. They will tell you exactly what is in, all of the nutrients, the fat content, the calorie content, to the food that you've put on the scales. So we're going to give that a little go in a minute. I'm going to get the app set up and then I'm going to show you. So this is going to be beneficial. Those of you who are following Slimming World and are just quite interested to see what is in your food, it's always nice to know, is it your macros? And also, if you're not following Slimming World, but you follow along with me, maybe if you're calorie counting, I think this is something that is going to make your life so much easier. I've seen them online and seen other people using them, and it just looks like an ingenious idea. So I'm excited to give it a go. You know you're getting old when you look at a set of scales and think, wow, they look good. So let's start our setup. There's a QR code in the packaging and you scan that, and that will take you to the digital online manual that you can have a little read through. Instructions are quite simple. You're also going to want to download the VSync app. So if you look at the search bar there, you can put in whatever food you are looking for. So I'm going to start with a potato. And when you pop the potato on the scales, look at that digital display. It tells you not only the weight of the potato, it tells you the calories of it, the fat in it, the protein in it, all of those things that you might like to know about the food you're eating. So I'm going to repeat that process with an egg. And again, you'll see that all the information comes up on the screen. So there is an extensive food database in this, and in hundreds and thousands of food items. You can also, once you're connected to your VSync app, you can record your daily food. So then it works like a little food diary also, if that's how you'd like to use it. Even if you're on Slim and World and you don't need to worry about calories, it's quite interesting to weigh maybe your SIN foods and see how many calories are in things that we sometimes wonder, why is that so high in SIN value? If you look, you'll probably see that the calories and fat or calories or fat are high and the fibre and the good stuff is low. The app also has a scanner, so if you've got packets of food that you'd like to check, then you can scan the barcode on the packet. It will be recognised in the food database, and then you can weigh individual parts or whatever amount of that product that you want to weigh on your scales. It is so clever. Also incorporated in the app is the facility to track your food, so you can log your breakfast, lunch, evening meal. It is all on there. I think this is super, super clever. Yeah, really good invention. I am really impressed. I've got a little tip for when using your scales. If you don't want your eggs rolling around, things coming off, or if you feel that you're trying to weigh something that is on a plate and you don't want to cover the screen, if you prop a dish on your scales and then the plate, you can tear that so it comes in at 0, and then wherever you're weighing, you can pop on top and weigh your whole plate of food. So you could actually use this as you're plating up your meal, which is really cool. You can use your scales without hiding the screen and weigh what's on your plate. Always by your side. I'll be always by your side. So I've been home ages. It is now 10 to 11. Cleaned the bathrooms, hoovered, mopped the floor, not tidied the sides. Now it's time to make some breakfast. My favourite bagels for breakfast. If you haven't seen me do these before, I have included them a lot because they are something I eat quite often. I've just lined my air fryer tray with some baking paper. I've got a couple of slices of ham under there, and then I've got the Warburton's protein bagel. One of them is a Hex B. I've filled the centre of each of those bagels with an egg. So that is going in my air fryer. I've got the Cosori dual blaze air fryer. I love this. So zone 1, which is this side. I'm going to do that on 180 for 8 minutes. Okay, are you ready? Look at them. Honestly, lush. Hi, so I've kind of forgot to film for most of the day. I've just got back from the school run, picked the boys up, dropped my Dyson Airwrap off to the Dyson doctor because it just decided to stop working, and it worked. Got there, had no power to it whatsoever. Got to the Dyson doctor, he plugs it in and it works. But it's staying for a service anyway because I don't want it breaking down. And on the way back, I only had breakfast today. So I had breakfast, but not till about 11 o'clock. And I had my bagels, which I absolutely love. I'll put a little video because I think I only done like a TikTok one. So I'll put a little video beside there so you can watch if you haven't seen the bagels. I have featured them before and they are really, really so good. I love them. But I'm actually now starting to feel a bit peckish, and this never happens to me until I start getting on Swimming World and I start eating all those fruit and veg. I was walking home from the school run and I thought, God, I really fancy a nice apple. Like a pink lady apple, that's what I really fancy, but I don't have any. So I am about to chop up my pineapple. I got pineapple, kiwi and mango when I went shopping the other day. So I'm gonna have some fruit. And I picked up this snack container to go in the fridge off the TikTok shop. I don't think I can add links for TikTok shop on here, I'm not sure, but it wasn't very much money. And I think it's really cool. It's got these little trays in. I don't know about you, but one of the things about like fruit and food prep is I can't tell you how many times I have a pineapple that sits on the side because I can never be bothered to cut it up. So I'm going to cut up the whole thing. I'm going to store it in these little containers along with my mango and kiwi, and it's just going to be there for me to grab some. If I need a peckish snack, I can grab some pineapple. If I want to make up a little fruit to take out with me, to work, it's going to be there. So yeah, now I'm going to cut up my fruit. In other news, look, I've done my eyelashes today. What do you think? I haven't had lashes on for ages. I've been having lash lifts. But I picked up these tatty lashes, they are, again, from TikTok shop. Because my sister was talking about them the other day, and one of the other girls in the salon has them. So they are the ones that go in little sections, but they attach under here. So you don't have like a chunky lash line or anything. They're not like a strip lash, and they should stay on for about a week. Anyway, I am loving them because I haven't got time to get a lash lift done at the moment. I haven't really got the spare cash because that's like 40, 50 pounds a time. I got a lash box, which was 25 pounds. And I mean, I've got enough to do about another 6 sets of these in there. And there's also about 4 or 5, can't remember how many, sets of strip lashes in there. I don't use strip lashes so much, but these I love. So I'm interested to see how long they do last me. It says they should last a week, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm now going to chop up my fruit. I'm going to post a couple of pictures right now of a couple of meals I've had this week. Definitely been going down sort of the whole food, fresh food route. Haven't made any like lasagnas or bologneses or anything like that. But last night I made an awesome chicken tandoori. I knew I was having chicken for dinner, and when I got home I sort of thought I fancy like some red chicken. You know, when you see it on Facebook, I've been saving so much food on Facebook at the moment that my whole feed is just now filled with food, like Greek salad bowls and things like that. Oh, just that's what I'm fancying. And like red chicken, so when people cook their chicken, you know, it looks like it's just come from an Indian. And I had this tandoori masala spice, massive. I don't know where I got this from, but it's sin-free anyway. I did scan it, it is sin-free. And I mixed up like, I don't know, couple of teaspoons of this with some of the farge or fayère, however you say it. Just so you know which one I mean. Mixed some up with this, diced my chicken up, mixed it up, and then put it in the air fryer. It was absolutely stunning. So easy, sin-free dressing. To be fair, it's like a tandoori chicken that you would get from an Indian takeaway. I had it with sweet potatoes, courgettes, red peppers, and something else. Oh, and then I mixed up some of this with a little spoon of mint sauce. Now, mint sauce is a sin for a tablespoon, the Commons one that I've got. And I used a teaspoon, so what's that, like about half a sin. It was just absolutely delicious. So I'll put a picture of that on there. That will definitely be something I'll be having again this week. This week I've also had tuna steaks. They were amazing. I made Mark and I a tuna steak plate. We had tuna steaks with rice, avocado, I roasted some tomatoes, and we had some tender stem broccoli. And then I just topped the tuna steaks I done with a little bit of chili and some soy sauce. And then I put a little sprinkling of sesame seeds over top. Again, it was absolutely stunning. I've loved it. So Mark is currently fasting. He's now not going to eat for 3 or 4 days or whatever it is. So it's just me and the kids for dinner tonight. I don't know what we're going to do, but I've got some chicken in the fridge. I will probably have something similar. If not, I might do them something. I might have this tandoori chicken again because it was just lush. Really nice. Anyway, let's get on with chopping my fruit on because I'm starving. Okay, so dinner is decided. We're having a Nando's. Yep, I have found this Nando's peri peri bag and bake in the cupboard. I probably scanned it when I was in the supermarket, but I can't remember. I've just scanned it. I've already forgot, but I think it's 3.5 cents for the whole bag of the spice mix in there. So I'm doing this for myself and the boys. We're gonna have it with some mini corn, tender stem broccoli and rice, I think, and that is gonna be delicious. This is why it is always handy to take your phone. I mean, you should, if you're a Slimwell member, have the app, and on the app is the scanner where you can scan your foods in the supermarket. I can't tell you how handy I find this. I am often spending ages in the supermarket just walking around picking things up that look good and scanning them, because so many of these things like spice packets, sauce mixes, you'll be so surprised at how low sin they are. And it's just nice to have alternative, easy to make meals and mix it up every week, because it's very easy to just start having the same thing week in, week out. And then you're like, oh, it's boring, Slim World's boring. I get bored of following Slim World, where in reality, the options are endless. It's just putting that little bit of thought into it and a little bit of effort. So top tip from this video is take your phone scanner. If you've got a spare half an hour or so that you can add on to the end of your supermarket run, as you go round, just pick things up, scan them. You'll be surprised at what goodies you can find. So I really fancy something sweet. I think I scanned this Whisper at 7 or 7.5 sins, but instead of that, I'm going to have 2 skinny whips, 2 bars, 3.5 sins each. These were yum. Hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more vlogs coming soon.